still had work as an actor.
Yeah, he wasn't even credited in the credits. He wasn't in it.
Yeah, that's hella questionable. Like, why every other character with no lines got credited but him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
He wasn't Indiana Jones. What the hell?
But what's up, YouTube beings?
What's up, everybody out there?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Greetings.
However, whenever you're watching this, we appreciate you because you already know time is expensive.
Thank you for spending it wisely, tuning in.
Thank you for subscribing. And if you're here for the first time and you already know you didn't know, but this show about everything and anything
Creative.
Anything that sparks your creativity, whatever medium you dabble in.
Expressing your soul.
Welcome to another episode of Creativity
Unsheathed.
I'm Oliver Siegel.
And I'm the brother Nino.
And yes, we are brothers.
Yes, we are.
And this is the show where we feel
That the best way to fit in is to be yourself.
oh yes. And why we're talking about that and what we're looking in today is something different. Encino, man.
Oh, nice.
And when I say we're doing something different, we're doing a little movie review on Creativity Unsheathed. Old to us but new to you segment, and just to show that every movie or TV show or every book you watch, anything you create, there's always an inspiration or a connection to something to that.
Mm-hmm. Hence spin-offs sometimes, you know?
Yeah, but Encino Man has the similar theme of fitting in, new kid in school.
Yeah, trying to get the popular girl.
Right? Yeah, it's just that universal thing that happens to this day.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
For today, you're just incorporating just the technology.
Social media.
Yeah, but if you were to rewatch this, pretty much no different from today. You know, just, block your mind from there being no cell phones, but for the most part, the clothing, the lingos, it's still relevant today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are still dressing like in the 90s. Stoney or Pauly Shore's character uses lingos like flamage, and people are using fire.
Yeah, lit.
Exactly. So that whole lingo, it's still relatable.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the characters might be like cheesy and like suburban like esque, which they are. They are in Encino, which is like the outskirts of LA. It's really suburban esque type.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably not a lot of relatability as far as if you're like an inner city kid, but it's just that theme of just fitting in.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming from inner city, going to a suburb type school, maybe that's you. You know, the whole fish out of water, type feel, or in reverse.
Feeling lost and like, damn, I don't know nobody.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I can definitely relate to this and that movie New Guy with DJ Qualls.
Yes.
Because that whole feel of trying to fit in and trying to be a different character, going to a new school because of your history at your old school.
Oh, yeah.
Love Don't Cost a Thing. Both versions, the original and the remake with Nick Cannon and Christina Milian. It's like just that whole thing of fitting in, being new characters, and, forgetting who you were and forgetting your friends, like,
just to be liked by fake people.
Yeah. I can totally relate just being that new kid in school, because when I was about 8 years old, I changed schools from one side of San Francisco to where one part focused on more like Asians and Italians, and then went to another school. Yeah, the Asians, but it's predominantly black. And when I went there, it's like totally fish out of water and not knowing anybody. Yeah, just trying to figure out like how can I fit in, changing yourself in order to be like. So
which can be like a good thing and a bad thing too, because like damn.
I wouldn't change that experience for the world. Yeah, it was culture shock for me, but it was definitely an awesome learning experience because I just got to learn diversity, even with my own city. And San Francisco being that diverse city, even though it's pretty proactive as far as the politics, but diversity is here in the city, and it's like you get to experience a lot of cultures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And especially how Asians and black communities, share that camaraderie and that struggle of just
daily living.
Right, and back to Encino, man, and it's just being a new kid and exploring. And
how like it was just buried in his backyard, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Still an icicle.
Right, so you only can imagine what's still buried under just California or just anywhere around the world.
Yeah, dinosaurs still probably.
And then of course in here you get the basic cliche bully, Matt Wilson. What's funny with Matt Wilson and his character, I was just watching wrestling and just trying to see what's the new wrestlers of today.
Yeah.
And then I was just watching this monologue between this wrestler, Chris Gamble, and then just that whole shush. It's like, that's totally Matt Wilson.
Yeah.
It's like,
For sure.
because the way it's just so funny because we were just watched Encino Man at the same time, like right before that, and just how it all just
Synced in.
aligned.
Yeah.
And like, what the hell? Like, did he watch that? Is he a fan? He's like, is he a 80s, 90s kid too?
Yeah.
You know? But it's just funny that he's taking a bit from a movie character and incorporate it into his character as a wrestler.
Yeah.
And just kind of shows the history or lineage of wrestlers doing that. Sting with The Crow.
The Crow, yeah.
Scott Hall with Scarface.
Oh, yeah.
And the list keeps going as far as wrestlers incorporating movie characters. I think during the 90s you're always going to get, or I mean even before that, you're always going to get a musical bit. So at the end of the movie, they had their little dance montage.
And it's ironic, it was tribal, blast from the past.
Exactly. Because when we got thawed and turned on the TV, it was like exploring the living room.
He stepped on it.
The remote turned on that, and he stumbled down that music video with that tribal dancing.
Yeah.
So, and to this day, like all dances is just the stem off of tribal dance,
Yeah,
and
for sure. They used Link as like a social experiment.
No, totally.
Right, but then he was just using him to his advantage. But it's as if like he dressed him as if how he wanted to look, but couldn't pull it off maybe. Like he used him as like his milk ticket, kind of.
True. That alone is pretty universal.
Yeah, right? It's still totally like Can't Buy Me Love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like the bit where they're teaching him how to fight after blades.
Oh yeah.
And then teaching him all the different fight styles like wrestling and karate.
Yeah. I'm surprised like Sean Astin wasn't in this cover.
Oh yeah.
Especially coming off of Goonies and Rudy and just his filmography. Unless these two were like really sold the movie, like really were the height of it. That's all.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't supposed to be Brendan Fraser, right? Because this was his breakout role.
I think it was supposed to be Corey Feldman.
No way.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work though.
No, he doesn't look like that type.
Like a caveman. No, like.
He looks too small to be caveman.
Yeah, I mean, cavemen were small, but it's like, even then, his face doesn't sell caveman.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't look like squared.
No.
It's very small. And he's not tall. Like, you would think, like, the caveman's a little tall. Just trying to picture him with dreads, like an opening scene with mud covered. I don't think it would have worked.
No, and, like, just looking at his acting, and, like, looking back at it, like, his dumb, clueless look just makes him look drunk.
Corey Feldman.
Yeah, Corey Feldman just makes him look drunk and like.
Oh yeah, out of it.
Yeah. Like drugged out or something. It's not necessarily lost.
That's a good point.
Fish out of water.
Because his face, like his curiosity face, really sold. Yeah. Really sold it.
Like just really being new to their environment.
Oh, Data makes an appearance here.
Pretty cool, right? Like Ke Huy Quan's like from Data to Indiana Jones, and even though he had a small role and he was still giving lines. It was just pretty cool that he still had work as an actor. Yeah,
he wasn't even credited in the credits. He wasn't in it.
Yeah, that's hella questionable. Like why every other character with no lines got credited but him?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
he wasn't Indiana Jones.
And I think it was really cool that they both got awards.
Yes.
Oscars. Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan. It's like, again, just seeing them on stage together or in film together in this movie, and then getting Oscars for their works and just the
full circle.
Or continuous grind. You know? And to the point where Ke Huy Quan is a part of the Loki show.
Oh, no
Disney
way.
Plus.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. He still gets work and be that representation of Asian actors.
Yeah, Asian cinema too. A lead role since Bruce Lee.
Oh, seriously, dude. For that role in Everything and Everywhere All at Once, that really brought his popularity back into the limelight,
Damn, an Oscar no less. Took fucking Leo hella long.
I think the overall story is like pretty basic Hollywood story. You know, beginning, middle, end.
Almost like being a foreign exchange student.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, definitely. Definitely feeding off the era of rock of the '90s and the era of experimentation. You know, I think it was just a fitting time for this movie to happen. It's always generational and universal to always have that next wave.
The next generation.
You know?
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's still fitting. Just
Universal formula.
yeah.
Well, I mean, like Dave does get the girl at the end, his childhood love, and then his wife or his girlfriend in the beginning. She came out.
Yeah, like
But that was weird.
That's a weird ending. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, who thought her out?
Who dug her out?
And then, spoiler, y'all, but it's like when you see the cave paintings within the house, and then the sister was still in the house. What happened to, you know, Dave's sister or Sean Astin's character's sister? Like, what happened to her? Like, you know, did the cave woman, you know, get her out of the fence?
Was that blood?
Right.
Or was it mud?
Oh, blood, mud.
Right? Like, well,
Mud.
and I mean, that would be cool, but then that was really quick. If the sister was the one, but come on, she would have to get the tractor and rope and tie all that.
Yeah, I mean the same process that Dave and Stoney did. You know, they had to haul it out of the ground.
Well, within the span of an hour or two from being at the prom.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a weak ending. It was forced.
Yeah.
You know? It was forced to the point where they tried to end it the way how it began.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think it was because of the musical number, you know, at the dance that it cut a lot of time and maybe resources and just overall script time. You know, just because you gotta have a musical bit, maybe just from the studio's sake.
I think it would have been cool if they didn't even add that. The girl, the other cave woman, at the end. They should just ended it.
Maybe, and if it was able to spin off a sequel, that would be it.
Yeah. It's like they see, you know, her handprint on the wall, whatever. And then probably just cut it out there. And then probably start off from there.
Right? That'd be definitely a good way to do it. Better way. But, you know, hey, Hollywood's choice, I guess.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was Brandon's breakout role. First role.
Yeah. And it's definitely fun. The story's pretty basic. No lot of thought-provoking, pretty basic moral ending.
It's pretty relatable, and like people in this movie, you could see it today.
Yeah.
Like you could point out that group, you could point out this group, you could point out the popular kid,
Yeah, totally.
the not so popular, and then the geeks, and then you know.
But hey, well, with the geeks, that's different too. Because the geeks is popular. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, now it's popular, ironically.
weird thing to navigate because, like in 21 Jump Street,
Yeah.
the movie, you know, geek is cool, right? But then when they went to school, it's like, oh no, it's totally opposite, right?
Yeah.
So I think like that's another movie for this time, kind of showing generational difference in mindsets.
Yeah.
You know, there's still a universal theme under that layer of millennial and Gen Z type mentality, but you know the morals and message is still the same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Still there.
Right, and it's like with the romance, it's LGBTQ type relationships and curiosities, but you know it's always been there. You know, especially during the time in the '90s, still had those movies. I think just now it's just seeing a lot of them and just really expressing the thoughts and
Your opinions and outlook on current events and stuff.
yeah.
You know, we're saying like posers and whatnot, and like, oh, you're just a poser, you don't really skate. In this movie, he just held a skateboard,
Oh,
and then he didn't ride a skateboard. Then he just had it as an accessory.
oh yeah, true, right?
Like it just goes with the look.
Yeah, of the '90s.
Yeah, but there was kids skating at the school, which I always thought was cool. Like, ooh, yeah, you kind of see what was happening at the time. It was popular skateboarding, Tony Hawk,
Gleaming the Cube.
Gleaming the Cube.
Skateboard Kid.
Yeah,
And yes, we did rent those movies too.
and this came out after Wayne's World. So Matt Wilson was a friend of Wayne in Wayne's World.
Yeah, he was part of the crew. Tech crew on the show. He did have a couple of lines on there.
Come on, man.
So yeah, see, it says here, if you like Wayne's World, You'll love Encino, man. 90 cinema, yo. If you guys are just being exposed to the filmography on your streaming platforms and you just came across this and don't know what's about,
Yeah.
by all means, give it a try.
Yeah, we've seen this, we've done a few encores, back to back to back. And still, it's a fun movie, entertaining, something you can put in the background while you're working on other stuff. Pauly Shore's peak.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That was a peak of Pauly Shore, which pretty cool.
And he's still around. Started a band called the Crusties.
Yeah.
And like his part of his lingo. Like
Yeah.
he used to crustage and stuff like that.
Right, which means like you're golden, crusty, delicious,
All right.
buttery crust. Bottom line is like family, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like that's another part of the theme too. Like staying true to yourself and family.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be your immediate family, but like just your close friends. You know, for that moment.
Those who are there for you, you know.
You know, even though like family may not be there like for the long haul, but for those moments, for those present moments, it's worth having, and for your experience and for your memory bank, and just a story and a chapter within your life.
Out of five stars, I'd give it a 4.
Yeah.
3.5, 4.
Yeah, if we were to rate this, yeah, for sure, we'd give it a 4 out of 5. And then like there's some like hiccups as far as story plot, because
Bad administration.
dude, seriously.
Don't let anyone in. Shit.
Pick it up, whatever bin you guys find it in, whatever
Hell yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
For real. Flea market, garage sale,
Yeah.
Amoeba Records, San Francisco.
Or if you don't have space for DVDs and you have a streaming service, yeah, look it up. Look up Encino, man. See if they got it under there, and yeah, give it a try.
Yeah, I want to see if they do. Hope you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and like any movies that you recommend us to watch, comment below.
Let us know.
Up in Encino, man.
All right, y'all. We're gonna end this episode with a motivational quote for y'all. Let the value hit you for what it's worth.
Yeah.
If you heard it before, by all means, let it be a self-reflection of where we are today. And this one is by Louis Nizer, and he states, "Some people will believe anything if you whisper it to them." End quote.
Nice.
As the fish out of water, a new kid in school trying to figure out who you are and how to fit in. If you have the wrong people whispering to you in your ear about what to do, it might be questionable. They might be setting you up, stir you down a bad road.
Have like nothing but bad intentions for you.
Yeah, and it's like, even though you might feel like it's good intentions, you really got to vibe it out and make sure that whoever is giving you such information, that they're in the right place themselves.
Make sure they're credible.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure. Like just know where the lineage coming from.
Let all of this be a self-reflection of who you are, and where you can be.
Yeah.
And where you should be. We all have these experiences for a reason. They're all part of our chapter. Helps all of us grow. Helps you grow.
Makes us who we are.
Yeah. If you guys are in screenwriting, movie directing, hey, by all means, let this movie be an example and an influence somehow of making your own coming of age story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Write it, draw it, film it,
Yeah. And
sing it.
yeah,
Either way.
whatever medium you dabble in.
Yeah, man. For sure.
So I guess it's that time for us to say, stay creative and keep creating.
Stay independent. Tell your own story.
Do your best to be a human being, and stay motivated and keep going.
Yeah, man. Express your soul. Spread the positivity. Kill the negativity, guys.
Till next time, y'all.
Till next time.
Peace.
Peace. Here's some quarters. It's for the Radmobile.